Now let's see. What's good, people? Ha ha ha. Now let's see. What's good, people? What's good? That's what I'm talking about. That's what the hell I'm talking about, man. What's good? What's good? Oh, yeah. All right. How y'all doing out there, man? Going to get this in, you feel me? Oh, what is all I need right now? Y'all gonna sit here, y'all gonna be able to chill here with me as I cook some breakfast. You feel me? Let's see. Um, all right. What's good? Can y'all see me? And how I sound? What's good, though? I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. You know what I'm saying, let some people get up in here. Go on and share the video, tweet the video. You know, I heard tweets work. Let's see. Ricky Bugatti. What's good, man? I think today's show we're gonna do a little airplane flying. You know what I'm saying? boy Dojo get up in here. What's up, man? Let's see. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Well, as soon as my freaking page loads up, man. Swear, man. There it is. Give me a second, guys. Hey, what's good? I'm glad to make you feel better, Liz. You know what? I'm glad. Just for that, you deserve a tool. There. I got that. Yay. All right. What's good? Y'all want to cook with me before we get class underway? Shit. Well, it's cool. I'll do it next time. There we go. The slow mode on. Boom. Now, hopefully, my boy will join the link. I got double yoke. I got double yoke. bring my chat up so I can read what's going on. Yay. Yeah. So how's your day going so far, Elizabeth? You still out there? Fine. Jojo Gang, you out there? Trying to let some people get up in here, man, so I won't be talking to myself.
Joe. Mate.
Hi, what's good? Hold on, let me cut my TV up. Hold on.
I messed up.
Okay, say something.
I went to the. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, my TV don't go that loud, but I can hear you though.
Oh my goodness.
You see what I
I
did?
think I just ended my own show by clicking over here.
Oh, damn, for real?
You gotta invite you.
Damn.
Put them eggs back in the fridge.
But hey, you see what I did though? You can go ahead and restream. You see what I did? Look at the.
Yo. Hey, I can't hear you.
Oh, my fault. How's this? I didn't realize my mic was muted. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I accidentally. I think I ended my because I was live right now.
Oh shit! I didn't know, man. I would have came to your channel. Unless you still want to like restream or something, and we can just double stream that way.
Here.
Huh?
I mean, tell them. I don't know what to tell them, man. I gotta. There's only like 8 people over there.
I just tell them to come on over here. Tell them that something happened, and just tell them to come on over here, man. We finna get it in. We finna talk about aviation. We finna blitz, man. We finna get it in. But you see what you see how I did the panel? If you figure it out, don't say anything. But you see how I did the panel? I figured it out. This is all I'm gonna say right now. I figured it out.
Yeah, that's right. Figure it out, man, because we're gonna need all the help and.
No, I said I figured it out. That's why I'm asking. That's why I asked people. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hey, how we sound out in the chat room? How we sound? We sound okay?
Oh, Michael J. Smith is asking for the link. Am I still? Am I still on?
He on your channel?
Yeah, I'm asking my chat right now. Can they hear me?
All right.
I don't see nothing.
Yeah, go ahead and get that together real quick. Let me
okay.
change my kitchen. tried to take my cat, you know, trying to strap the harness on her and take her around to a pet store or whatever. That didn't work out too well. So,
Hold on real quick. Let me see something.
huh?
I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something.
Go ahead.
I can't. I don't think it's gonna allow me to do it. I was gonna see if I could go back to my It's not allowing me to. Wait. Hold on. I'm just gonna. Yeah. Wait. Oh, wait. Don't leave. Wait. I see something.
We're not using Google Hangouts either.
Hold on, man. I think I figured it out. Wait. How do I do that?
You good over there, Pro? Bo Jackson, what good, bro? What's good, bro? Bo Jackson, what's your email again? Wholesale68 @gmail, right? Here, write your email in. Hey, Bo, write your email in the chat so I can copy and paste, please. I think Dojo will be back. Dojo will be back, y'all. That was nice of you, Bo. You snowed in. This gotta suck. I haven't seen these other days, even being in the country. Try the thing. All right, let me see if Dojo can get back up in here. Let me send you. There you go, Bo. All right, I know y'all couldn't see me for a while. I meant for that to happen. There you go. Let me get situated. I got you. Oh dang, I'm in Cali still cold. Glad I don't have to deal with this. Glad I don't have to get snow. Yeah, you're lucky. You are pretty fortunate. There you go. I sent you the link, bro. Bro, did you get the link, bro? Oh, okay, okay. We can do that. We can do that. Let me end this. There's my email for one who wanna get over. Okay, cool. All right, you said jump over on Dojos. Uh, Tell him, hey, Bo Jackson, tell him I'm coming. Tell him I'm coming.
Dragon, what you got?
Let me jump on
What you doing, man? This is crazy. He ain't quick enough. You ain't quick enough for your boy. I told you I'm here, Jamaican. A phone.
Me jump. We can hear you. All right, John. We about to jump over on Bo's. Tough and end this call, and we finna jump over on Bo's. Hmm. It's not hit.
Is my community, me subbing at schools. Y'all gonna be able to see all that because I'm supposed to start using my personal.
You're right, folks. We're gonna get it together. There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, buddy. What is good?
Really clear.
Okay, let me try this right here.
Hey, do me a favor. Go in the Google Hangout in our backend and
what is good, people?
Put the link to the live feed real quick for me.
Okay.
And yo, Dojo Gang, I think I'm still streaming too.
Yeah, I'm over here pushing it to the limit. I just opened up OBS because I don't know how to drop the link into OBS.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, this is what I figured out. I figured out. I'll tell you off the record.
Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna close it then. That's Gucci right there.
No, leave it open. Leave it open since you're already streaming.
Guys off. But not the link to the not the link to the panel, but to your channel, the live stream channel, so people can come in, viewers. Yeah. Damn, I about dropped.
Okay, I'm back.
They would have to give up a good argument as to
why. Okay, I'm back.
It would have to it would have to be in accordance to biology. You know what I mean?
Because I found out that eating meat on it, like when I was, because I bodybuilt for 4 years, back like in 97, started in 97.
I'll be back.
And in my last year, I got a nutritionist that was helping me, and because I was doing shows and stuff. But the thing was, I didn't really start coming in real lean and hard until I got help and I took meat out of my diet. It was like I always had a little fat on me or water. Meat is not good for you, man. Like, period. Like, you could say whatever. I'm telling you, I experienced it. It's like I never was in the best shape that I was in when I was bodybuilding. Was my last year, and that was when I took all meat out of my diet. And that's just a fact.
That's real. With me, I got sick. I got really, really, like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess diabetes. I got my paperwork, went to the doctor and stuff like that. And I started getting these crazy, like, they call it neuropathy. It's when, like, your lower, your extremities, like, my feet and legs. I started up on the bottom of my feet. I started getting these crazy ass ulcers. And so I started to walk different and stuff. And I was like, so I started to, like, trip out. I thought I was going to die because I was, like, my body was falling apart. Right, and there was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't fight it off, you know. And so I was like, okay, and everything started to do a chain reaction in my mind. So when I stopped eating the meats and the eggs, because I'm gonna tell you guys, eggs promote gout. Eggs promote gout.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So all that eggs be promoting gout in the future. And so I stopped eating
the shit that tastes good to you.
Like right, everything went away, and it took time to heal my body back. Like
the shit that tastes good to you is always fucking bad for you.
I'm gonna say what's good and bad, but as I began to heal myself, right, and like I had to go to the foot doctor about the ulcers and shit. It was because I was losing my walking, and they wanted to do this, that. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's what got me into chemistry is when I started clearing up my ulcers. You know what I'm saying? I looked up the simple ingredient vinegar. and mouthwash.
Mouthwash. Hey, did
Yep,
you?
mouthwash and
Oh
vinegar and hot water, and I
man,
started just
yeah,
soaking, shave, and soak. And right after I shave them, right, I would just get Andy ointment and put them on the bottom of my feet and put my socks on. Like 3 months later, most of them, I was like, they wanted to surgically cut my feet open and take these
yeah,
out. I'm like,
and
wait,
destroy your feet, man. Because
they wanted to do
imagine
all
that.
this stuff. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it was like
That shit would have
triggered
been worse.
chain reaction. Because I would overindulge in potato chips. I can eat a big bag of Doritos ranch to the face. I'm not lying. I can eat a bag of cheddar cheese Doritos. I would go hammer on chips. It's the crunchy stuff that was causing me to become diabetic.
Yeah, and you know what? Like you said, that I could do that as well. Like when I first started, like I was just around a bunch of bodybuilders. They're like, just eat, no matter what. Well, some people can't do that, man. Like, but you got.
Hey.
Because I went through it, man. And you cannot. People think that like they're going to go on a diet and they're going to eat chicken breast tuna, but you can't lose weight eating fat or eating like meat. I couldn't anyway. Maybe I'm wrong.
Our thyroid is connected to the environment. When we study the thyroid, you can have hyperthyroidism and you won't lose weight or you won't.
Yeah,
because if it seems that difficult to keep it at a certain where you feel like you feel comfortable, and it's difficult for you to keep it that way, then I think that you should allow your own body to allow yourself to be a certain size and then fine tune it that size you are. Just fine tune it up, because I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, a lot of obesity comes from just overindulging in fast foods and just sloppy eating. It doesn't come from anything else.
It's very simple, man, to lose weight. That's what, when I see people, they say they can't lose weight, But granted, you're right about the thyroid, because my mom, after she had my little brother, she had him late, like in her 40s. Her thyroid, something happened to her thyroid, and she gained a bunch of weight. And now she's on this thyroid medicine, and it's like, I try to get her off of it.
My mom takes thyroid medicine.
Yeah, and any female knows when your thyroid shuts down or whatever it does, they gain a lot of weight. And it's weird because, listen to this, Joe. When I was back doing all that stuff in bodybuilding, I would take insulin and thyroid to lose weight. Isn't that weird?
Oh, interesting.
They call it T3, and I guess that maybe it's because mine was. I didn't have a problem with mine, but that's what a lot of bodybuilders do. They use a stuff called T3, and it's a thyroid. It's a thyroid medicine, and it's also we use insulin, which is dangerous.
And see, thyroid gives off hormones. Okay, so
yeah.
Our organs, there's a lot of different. We have so many hormones. We have so many different hormones. So the thyroid gives off the hormones. We also know that the heart gives off hormones, but we're talking about the thyroid. When the thyroid, see what hormones do to the human body. It helps get the minerals. It regulates minerals.
Yeah.
Hormones in the body regulates minerals. Without hormones in our body would die from minerals, because they have to be regulated in order for us to pass it. You know, for us to excrete. Excrete means to get rid of it. Whether it's through, sweat or however.
Yeah.
But yeah, minerals and hormones go hand in hand, like right and left. With the body, it's really crazy how simple it is when, I guess how Bo said, when you're interested in wanting to know it.
Yeah, like I remember taking like right after I would work out. Most people, after they work out, what would you do? Take a protein shake or something, right? But really, it's the here's the way that to really get to get that stuff rushed into your body and to recover. Is what we would do is take insulin right after that, and boom, it flooded. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and it's like it's crazy, man. Like that, but it's dangerous as hell. You gotta check your blood sugar levels and all that stuff all the time. But you would do it right after a workout, and it would just help you recover.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Instead of your body having to release all that insulin stuff, you would just force it in there itself. It's crazy, man. I mean, I was into that stuff deep, like I was telling you before. I just hope that later in life I don't have issues.
Oh, you can. I mean, because the fight. Well, death is Todd. Should I say Todd? I mentioned earlier, Todd is time of death. Death is on a clock. It's called the circadian rhythm. So we're going to die. So everybody knows that all of our organs in our body and everything about us is on a circadian rhythm, and there's a hormone for that. You know what I mean? Which lets me know that Todd, time of death, will eventually be. I'm looking at eBay because I wanted to bring to your attention, Bo, is that I want to get a new microscope. You know, everybody's in P900. I'm in, or however the name of that camera. I'm into microscopes. I want it 5,000. I want to go 5,000 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what are you wanting to know?
Because you've been an eBay a person on eBay so long.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. I'm a power. What's that?
There you go. A power discounter or whatever you.
I'm a power seller. I've been on there 14 years.
All right, because I'm on eBay now looking at them.
All you got to do is send me the. Here's what you need to do. Send me the link of whatever it is, the one that you're wanting. And this believe it or not, I probably will know if it's a big seller. I'll probably know who it is.
Yeah, I knew it. Huh?
Yeah, it's just because once you become big on there, and I'm not saying I'm huge, but I got 40,000 positive feedbacks.
Wow,
that's 40,000 transactions.
Look at this. I'm trying to go hammer.
But here's what you do: send me copy and paste the link to it. Send it to me in the back chat, and I'll just this would be the easiest way to do it. I'll just pay for it through my PayPal, and then we'll just work it out on the other end.
Oh, it's gonna be a pretty penny. I'll just get a gift card and then call you and give you the numbers so you could pay for that like that.
How much? What's a pretty penny to you?
I got it up right now. Look at this one right here. Look at the high power professional. Look at this one.
Yeah, the 1200.
This one it's a pretty penny, but trust me, you only got to buy it once.
I can probably get that for $9.
Look at this one though. This one's good too. I don't want to overstep my boundary though. Look, this one right here got the.
I can probably get that one for like $150.
This one right here.
That one was $271. Yeah. Okay, sure. I got a retail wholesale license.
We can even buy a neurological body. We can buy one for.
And remember when I told you before, any of that.
We can't practice medicine, but I can spend $30,000 for a CT scan. But I can't practice neurology, but I can surely spend $30,000 for a CT scanner that's sitting in the garage. Oh yeah, I got one. Don't trip though.
Hey, but here's what I'm saying. Like I told you before, anything that you need to buy on eBay or Amazon, let me know first, because to see people pay more. I ain't going to get nothing. I'm just going to do you. You know what I mean? I hate seeing people pay full price for shit, because the markup on that stuff is unbelievable.
Is this real? You can really sell CT scans on eBay?
Yeah, what? But it's got to be. It's got to be approved and stuff, showing that it's been up to date.
That's been tested. Right there. You ain't just that's going to take
Yeah, like they do tests on it, make sure that that it's up to date and all that on the inspections and all that.
You can even buy EKG machines. Pro Freak about to open a hospital. Everybody gets sick, come through.
Hey, you ever heard of I'm probably going to murder the word for it, but a good friend of mine in Myrtle Beach has he started a company that's electromagnetic therapy. You ever heard of that?
No, but that's I would love to hear more about it, because anything electro in it.
Yeah, and it's crazy, man. Like he uses it on muscles and stuff, and it's nothing like you see these cheap ass ones like they have as seen on TV. Like this is real. I mean, he's got an office where people come and do it, and there's like hundreds of testimonies that it work. I'm gonna link up with him, and I'll find out exactly what it is, and maybe I'll bring him on the panel.
That'd be great. That'd be real great.
Yeah, his name's Ethan. He's cool, man. He's like
he has this machine, but I guess I'll save the questions in case he decides to say yes.
Yeah, he's a surfer dude, but he's pretty cool.
Because the heart is on the. I mean, that's why you get that. Yeah. When you read that EKG machine.
And how he came about it was when he was in college. He's from California. It's weird, man. I meet a lot of people on the East Coast from Cali. And when he was in college, he had he ran into someone that was
real quick.
Hey,
real quick.
What?
An emergency flat earth blitz. Sorry to cut you off. I got a from Maria Grasman said I need you guys in the live chat now. NASA is on Alex Jones. The chat is going wild with flatties. Blitz.
Go blitz them. Yeah. Go. What channel was it? Where's that?
Let me get on my laptop.
Got the link.
But anyway,
I got the link. Let me share my screen.
Hey, put it in the chat.
Blitz.
Because I got a good copy. I got a good copy and paste thing I can keep putting in there. I'm gonna send a super chat with it.
Hey, see, I gotta get on that level. I gotta go get like a little $50 gift card and be doing with
that. Yeah, that's what I did.
I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, that works too. See,
okay, y'all ready?
Where are you putting it at?
Let's get up in there.
Hey, put the link in your chat because that's the window I got open.
Okay.
Jamaican.
Okay.
But anyway, DJ, listen, he bought the patent off of someone in college years ago for this machine, and then he ended up following through with it and got and had it made, got it, all the patents and stuff in his name. And I mean, it's kind of a weird device, but I want to show it to you. I got some pictures of it, and I also have a video of showing how to use it.
Pattern is often seen as evidence that the outer planets formed in a cooler part of the solar system.
I'm really into the electricity.
It's electromagnetic.
Where water
ice put the link in my chat, Bo
solid and clumped together to make bigger and bigger planets.
Watch, I'm about to hit him with a super chat. What do you want me to put in? And I'll put whatever you guys want.
I'm trying to get you the where you at? Your chat, Jamaican? I'm trying to get you Jamaican.
This is on Facebook, yo.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Evidence of that same process happening in this other
here,
system.
man. I don't even know my
password.
Now I'd like to direct your attention to Figure 6, which shows the orbits of the Kepler-90 planets to scale on the left, alongside the orbits of the solar system planets on the right.
What do you know? I got my last name in.
The inner two small planets, Kepler-90b and
you know
C,
what? I clicked it though. You don't got to sign in. You don't got to. We don't got to.
The new planet Kepler-90i orbits the star every 14 days. The three sub-Neptune-sized planets, Kepler-90d,
I can tell them, hey, I'm streaming this on
every
YouTube.
60, 92, and 125 days.
So you put a chat in there, Dojo?
You ain't gotta tell them. If you warn them how we do it, they're gonna already it's gonna go off cover. Let's just do it.
I'm gonna. I gotta create one because I can't remember my damn password.
An interesting fact about the Kepler-90 system is that all the planets.
Are you saying don't tell them we're streaming on YouTube?
No,
yeah. Hey, whatever you want me to put in that super chat, right? Or put it in the back chat, and I'll copy and paste it.
But it's on Facebook, though.
Spread out like the planets in our own solar system.
I think they still have it then.
Somehow migrated to the
I'll put some wild shit in there.
The next slide, Figure 7, is just a zoomed out version
put your channels in there
too. Again, I'm showing the Kepler-90 system to scale alongside the solar system.
Hey, I'm gonna put. Hey, listen,
right.
I'm gonna put $666
relatively close to the sun, 4 farther out. While Kepler-90 has all 8 planets close in. That may not be the whole story, though. It's very possible that Kepler-90 has even more planets that we just wouldn't know about. On the left-hand side of the graphic, I've
I can link up with you guys on there. See, my last one was nothing like from when I had my business. It was all car audio stuff.
Okay, I see NASA announces major new discovery.
Kepler-90 system.
Oh, I saw. Let me share my screen.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah, I hear it. But I'm supposed to get on the helmet right now. Where's that?
Has searched for planets around, or Kepler has searched for planets around Kepler.
What in the hell? Man, this shit's gonna be over time I get there.
90, only in the small orange highlighted region in the center. The large blue highlighted region is largely unexplored. If planets in that area do exist, they probably would not have transited enough times while Kepler was watching.
I'm ready to bomb. Y'all let me know. I'm already here.
There's a lot of unexplored real estate.
I'm about to bomb it. Y'all about to see what's
I'm
about to blitz.
Surprising to me if there
weren't blitz right here. You're just talking about Kepler. Kepler isn't real.
In Figure 8,
how do you get all this info?
All known
know this stuff's going on.
Two planets 3
They're showing us
planets,
dots and
etc.
numbers. I'm supposed to put
Each
mad
dot
faces.
represents one known planetary system. We know of many
Kepler
single
mission.
planet systems shown at the bottom of this diagram,
man.
and progressively fewer systems that
And now I
increase
know
the
why
number of
it's
planets,
really.
all the way up to Kepler 90 at the top
Look,
of
I
the
just created
diagram,
this account and
the
got
only known
13 damn
8-planet
friend
system
requests.
outside
How
of
the
Earth.
hell is
Kepler
that?
90
How did
is
that
the
happen
first
so fast?
exoplanet system with 8
Yeah,
planets,
like
but
they're all
almost certainly
like
will not.
look like Playboy models.
See?
Like get the fuck out of here. As soon as you click that link, boy, they're in the back chat like, hey, I need some help for Christmas for my kids. You know what I mean? Trying to hit.
Kepler, if they have a Kepler space telescope, how come they can't turn it around and give us a an easy image of Earth? They can do that. Turn the Kepler telescope, turn it around so we can see Earth.
Nah, nigga, I'm gonna put all kinds of links in the thing.
Hey, do you know a lot about
Many
Facebook?
of these other systems have more.
Where do I go to change my name?
Under settings
I'm
and
asking
account, settings and privacy.
Turn the
Account
Kepler satellite.
settings, account changes, privacy.
When I think about
Because
this,
it's backwards.
I
It
start
says
to wonder, is an
Jackson.
8-planet system like our own solar system
Yeah, you can change it.
really that
Hold
extraordinary?
on,
For the first time,
help
Because
you
I
out
want
again.
people to
planets
know
were
who it
discovered
is.
thousands of
So I can
years
share my
ago.
screen to
We
it.
know for sure that the solar system is
Hey,
not
check
the
it out,
full record holder
Dojo. It
for
says
most
first
planets.
name Bo,
And we've just
middle
scratched
name,
the surface.
and I put
Maybe there are
motherfucking the
systems
last
out
name
there with so
Jackson.
many planets that they make our 8-planet solar system seem ordinary.
All right, here we
Now
go.
I'll pass to Jesse, who will tell us about Kepler's impact on our knowledge of exoplanets and where we might go from here.
I just need to link this to
Thank
my
you.
other one, but see, I can get. Oh, it gave me the name. Yeah.
Andrew. I'm Jessie Dotson, the project scientist for NASA's Kepler mission.
Kepler 9. She knows a whole bunch about Kepler systems and nothing about the center of the
in our
Earth.
understanding of planetary systems since the Kepler Space Telescope was launched 8.5 years ago.
Let's see.
As shown in Figure 9, at that time we knew of 326 exoplanets, most of which were similar in size of Jupiter, and all of which were much larger than our Earth.
Here, man?
Today, as shown in Figure 10,
Man, you ever
we know of
notice
over
this?
3,500 confirmed exoplanets, and just over 2,500 of those were found in data from the Kepler Space Telescope.
Right.
These planets range in size from larger than Jupiter to smaller than Earth. In just a couple decades, thanks largely to Kepler, we have gone from suspecting exoplanets existed to knowing that there are more exoplanet stars in our galaxy.
These are supposed to be.
These kinds of leaps in knowledge
Look at
usually
these jackasses.
involve
I'm going to
new
go ahead
types
and put
of
so many mean
observation
faces right now.
and
Just to
new
be
ways
rude.
of interpreting
Well, not
those
be rude,
observations.
you know what I mean?
The Kepler-driven revolution and our understanding of how common exoplanets are has been
They're answering our
facilitated
comments.
both by unprecedented
distance.
observations
The
performed
excuse is
by
the
the Kepler
distance.
Space Telescope
Well, then we should be able to see the size.
and by
because of the
significant
distance.
improvements in our ability
Then we
to
can see.
interpret the resulting data. The results we're discussing today demonstrate that while data collection of the original Kepler field ended in 2013, advances in algorithms
see, he keeps saying data because they're not getting images.
continuing to
Why do
yield
you keep
progress
saying data and not
in our
images?
understanding of
Why
planetary
do
systems
you
around
keep
other stars.
saying
The
data
discovery of an eighth
and
planet
not
in the Kepler 90 system
images.
is a result of an
What does Kepler
exciting
look like?
but early-stage research to apply neural network to that data set.
I'm on his helmet. I'm on his helmet.
Andrew's work.
I'm on his helmet. They look like I
Kepler
use my
90
voice because I'll be all over.
Are you
TRAPPIST
guys
1
over
system
there?
with 7
I'm up
planets
over here. I'm
each.
trying to get my. I'm using
The
my
Kepler
retina
90
to send
system
mad
now
faces.
ties our own solar system for the most number of known planets.
I'm still at
While our
Facebook
solar
trying to get
system
logged
and
on.
these two other planetary systems
He's
each
getting all
have
this
7 to 8
information from
planets.
data and not from imagery.
Differences in the host stars, sizes of planets, and length of the planet's years
all that
clearly demonstrate
from
the
data.
diversity of
so
the planetary system.
and no visual.
To
And
recap,
I'm so excited to
So
see
data's telling you that this is what the stars are doing.
so it's
I mean,
going
I can
down.
understand what data, you know what I mean, but
30
you get where I'm coming from.
Okay. So just to recap, Kepler 90I is the 8th planet found in the Kepler 90 solar system. And so what they're explaining is Kepler has basically stopped gathering information.
Hey, is there a way to send money through there?
They have all this information,
I don't think
and now
it's a
they're going
donate
through
thing. It's just live. It's Alex Jones
using
live.
Google AI.
Alex Jones is live, and he is sharing his mode. He's just following suit like everybody else. You know, that's what I'm saying. All the others need to use their technology.
neural
just like
networks,
all
trying to
these
teach it. And basically what they're looking for is dips in.
That's what we're doing. Yep. Now I'm just saying mini faces Look, can you guys see him? Let me see.
Wow. The light that the star is putting out.
So the satellites here are the space telescopes
that's me right there.
And then
look at all those mean faces.
Light source, that other star is elsewhere, and planets pass between that. They dip in the light intensity. We're reading some of the Facebook comments while we're watching this. Some people are like, "Why don't we have photos?" You have to understand the distance that this is away from Earth. It's extremely far away. Most of these sensors on these telescopes, they're like radio telescopes. So you're not. It's not like the camera sensor on your phone where there's just clear images. It's a little different from that in the sense that they're getting data. It's mass amounts of data, which is why they're using these computer algorithms, because you could have teams of thousands of people looking at this around the clock for years and not making anything of it. They wouldn't see these small changes that occur.
Kepler tracks 100,000 stars simultaneously. Try tracking 100 things simultaneously as a human. So, looking for telltale drops in light intensity that indicate an orbiting planet passing between the satellite and its distant target. And by looking at all this, they're also able to determine what the rotation around that star is. They were showing some of the graphs, or the graphics, where it looked like most of the planets were closer in Kepler 90 to their star than Earth is.
So they're saying here in this Daily Mail article that it has a sensitive instrument known as a photometer that detects the slightest changes of light emitted from stars. So that's not like a CMOS, camera sensor. So it's not images. You're getting, it's probably changes in voltage.
He said mean. Let's see. Oh, that's what they're called. You know what I'm talking about? Jamaican, like where people like type a whole bunch of stuff and they'll use symbols and words into the chat, like where they do those chat raids and they'll say, what is that called? Is that called Telegram? You know what I'm saying?
That sensor's reporting, when it's.
This is what I'm talking about.
Blitz! Man, let me get another fucking video to put in this goddamn chat room.
Focus in on this thing.
Is this considered trolling? Are we trolling?
I don't know, billions of miles away? I don't know the scale of.
2011. I'm a troll and it feels great.
Let's troll.
The system that they're looking
at. I think they measure it in light years.
Yeah, it's light years.
Which is is the distance that that light travels in 1 year. That's what a light year is.
Right, and light comes from the sun to the earth in a matter of minutes. And you're talking a year. That's an incredibly far distance. I believe
I think 7 minutes
Voyager,
for the light from
Voyager, which was launched in the 70s. I'm just going off the cuff here. I don't know the exact numbers, but it was launched in the 70s. It's escaped our system, our solar system.
Tell me if you see mine.
Is how many light years away now?
It says hello in Klingon, I believe, too, which could be our downfall. Let's go to some of the top 5 discoveries that Kepler made in 2014. The telescope made one of its bigger discoveries when it spotted Kepler 45-2b, dubbed Earth 2.0, that shares many of the characteristics of our planet, despite sitting 1,400 light years away. So that's the speed that light travels in 1,400 years, 1,400. Similar size and orbit to Earth, receives the same amount of sunlight and the same length of year. Experts aren't sure whether the planet hosts life, but if plants were transferred there, they would likely survive. Interesting. Also, the first planet to orbit 2 stars. Kepler found a planet that orbits 2 stars, known as a binary star system, in 2011. A system known as Kepler 16b, roughly 200 light years from Earth. That's a walk in the park.
Yeah. Well, and it's also important to consider we can't just send a probe to fly by it and get up close images of it. It's 200 light years away. Even if we had launched this 1,000 years ago with the rocket technology we have today, it wouldn't be anywhere close.
Star Wars, we have Star Wars crossover here. Experts compared the system to the famous double sunset picture on Luke Skywalker's home planet of Tatooine. If you can bring that up, it's in the Daily Mail article.
I've got it.
Kepler. Okay. Well, it's just a good visual. Does it have the Luke Skywalker?
I've got the same article as you.
Nah,
I don't have the Tatooine photo.
Oh, how dare they not put the Tatooine photo up?
Yeah,
probably some weird copyright thing from Disney. Number 3, finding the first habitable planet outside the solar system. Scientists found Kepler 22b in 2011, the first habitable planet found by astronomers outside the solar system. Appears to be a large rocky planet with a surface temperature of about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's nice. I could deal with that.
I wouldn't even worry about using one.
Discovering a super Earth. That's number 4. The telescope found the first super Earth in 2017, a huge planet called LHS 1140b. It orbits a red dwarf star around 40 million light years away. Not too far. Scientists think it holds giant oceans of magma.
Less pleasant than.
Think of the world where Obi-Wan beat up Anakin Skywalker.
The floor is lava.
Don't touch.
Is there a place to do like super chat or something on there?
Finding TRAPPIST-1 star system. The TRAPPIST-1 star system.
You'd think they would.
Which hosts a record 7th Earth-like planet, was the biggest discovery in 2017.
Oh, there's 10 people in there. Shout out to the 10 people
Each of the planets, which orbit a dwarf star 39 million light years away, likely hold water at its surface. 3 of these planets have such
flat power. Hey, that blitz was fun though. Hey, that kind of worked a little bit, Jamaican. I was putting
such good conditions that scientists say life might have already evolved.
Yeah, I'm still over there.
Kepler spotted the system in 2016, but scientists revealed discovery and
inside the ISS. Y'all see this? Y'all put in here. Look at my screen.
Let me go see your screen.
A series of papers released in February this year. So Kepler's found so.
I'm sharing what you see. Answer my door. My taxes.
Damn, I got UPS at the door.
Far 4,496 exoplanets confirmed.
Hey, I have a question. I have a question. I'm going to put the question.
Candidate exoplanets confirmed 2,300 of those, and confirmed exoplanets.
And then I'm going to tell you my
twice Earth-size inhabitable zone 30.
My video's playing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what was you saying, bro?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a question. Okay. I got a question, but no one's going to answer it. You're going to answer it.
So 30 planets out there that possibly could hold life.
And then I'm going to give you my answer verbally and tell you why I answered it this way.
They call that the Goldilocks zone.
Remember, don't answer. Do you think it's right?
Hold on, you're cutting out. Start over.
As far as the distance from a star, it's not too hot, not too cold.
It's the zone where chemtrails.
To have an in-house cat and never let it go outside forever. Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
For life to occur.
So you have your answer already within you. You have your answer. Now, my answer is this. Hell no. Because that lets me feel like that cat will never have a chance to be outside with nature or any other cats or anything else and have to die inside that house that it can never leave again. Now, to me, that feels like slightly racist. You know what I mean? Not racist. That's wrong.
I believe in that.
But to bring, especially a cat, when a cat is independent, you know what I mean? To lock a cat in a house and never let the cat outside for as long as that cat lives, it resonates in my heart real horribly. Because it makes me feel like that cat's going to die in my house. One day I'm going to come home and that cat's going to be stiff like the mannequin. It's going to be stiff, you know, and it never experienced anything outside of that house. Now, whoever answered, however you answered, you know how you answered.
But if it had an atmosphere,
let's go back to what we was doing.
Mine has a contingent on one thing, whether it would be yes or no. Is the cat declawed?
Well, they can climb. Now my cats aren't declawed. I mean, whether the case may be. See, my thing is that even if it was or wasn't, I still wouldn't want to leave it in that house forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, here's the problem.
Water, which they believe at one point.
And then putting it out there depends on if you're just going to let it go out and roam and then come back, or just throw it out in nature, because that's its only defense mechanism is its claws. You see what I'm saying? So
most in-house inside-outside cats, most of them, what they'll do, they'll stay around their neighborhood. They'll just go so far, according to whether if they go in the heat or not, whether if you have the male or the female. Because a male will travel about 5 to 6 miles in order to find another female. That's why they come home weeks later all skinny.
Yeah.
But I don't see.
If it had all those things today,
a cat is from the animal kingdom. We know what a cat is. Just leave it inside the house forever. That's just.
I'm against taking anything out of its natural habitat, like when it comes to an animal.
I'm against locking anything up.
Yeah. I mean, you see it, or maybe not its habitat, but like from being outside, like you're saying, locking it up. It's like, because that's basically what you're doing. You're locking it up because you know damn well that animal doesn't enjoy that.
And that animal is more connected to nature.
Yeah, some people are speculating
with their own sense of being. And to have a cat not able to go outside to where it knows what it feels like, what a tree, the grass, the dirt, birds chasing another, all the experience, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's deep because you see a lot of times, like you drive by people's house and these cats are sitting in the window staring out the window. You know what I mean? Like
at some point they lost most of their atmosphere, which caused most of
and they wonder why that cat turns mean as hell on them.
Yeah, wacky, huh? Jamaica, you there? Ready for the next bit?
Can y'all hear me?
I'm supposed to go to YouTube.
My fault. I'm trying to deal with Facebook and type in your chat and my chat at the same time. I'm over here multitasking.
Yeah.
Blitz!
I got the desktop, the laptop, and the phone on.
Let's see what's going on here.
The water to leave. Let's see if anybody's got any questions before we go.
I'll show you that room, Bo. I'm making an inverted cathedral ray tube, but a room. But yeah, you get it?
Yeah. Are you sending what you?
The area that I'm working with, that I expanded right here, you know, it's wide. It's on schedule. I'll be done way before the first. It'll be done. So I'll be way done for the first. But what we decided to do was trying to make an invert light bulb. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of like what do they call it? Indirect lighting.
Indirect lighting. That's what they call it. Let me look it up.
I think so. Maybe not.
Shit acting slow because I got too many things going on at once.
When you say invert light bulb, what do you explain?
Okay, because I'm still outside, right? And you know, usually when you make a greenhouse, the greenhouse is because of the roof. You know what I'm saying? Because the looms can come through the roof as the sun takes its course. Okay, and so it doesn't necessarily mean that the looms are just coming through the roof. The sun is charting a certain course. And if you put your greenhouse in a certain spot, that course that the sun charted, right, you'll get way more looms for a longer period of time. You know what I mean? If you're chartering the way the sun is chartering your greenhouse. Okay. And so with that said, we're normally looking at once you see the angles your sun hits your greenhouse before you build it, right? That's where you want the looms to come in from. Okay. Now normally what mine is like the sun charters my house like a crescent moon, but flat. It means it goes wide and then does a circle around my house, but it goes far wide. It's like it walks away from my house and then decides to go round. You know what I mean? And so the way I did it, right? I saw something. The invert, meaning like the cathode ray tube. Imagine a light bulb. Imagine if you're able to stand inside the light bulb like Professor X when he goes inside the cerebral. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And that's exactly how I'm doing it. I mean, I'm using glass, and I'm basically trying to make it to where when you walk inside of a light bulb. You know what I mean? A straight light bulb, and I'm using the sun. I'm magnifying. I'm making it to where the sun is magnified. The looms are being magnified when they come in. You know what I mean? Watch when you see this shit, you're gonna be like, "This fool's crazy," but it's dope.
Look at that right there and tell me, because that's what I just searched it just to get a visual on it, but I just put it in the chat.
And the chat, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
It said not found.
Hold on. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Hold on.
There's probably viewers are saying, "Man, you guys are way off subject." Actually, we're not, because my religion is cannabis sativa. You know what I mean? And I use the Bible for that. I use the Bible to support my religion. My religion is marijuana. Medicinal cannabis is my. Hey. It is. God said He gives us every herb of every field. Damn it, it's mine. I'm the Most High now. I think I'm playing. I'm serious. If it's
yeah, when you're smoking that loud.
Hey, I'm normal. I'm
about to be the Most High.
Another dead end. Another not found. But yeah, this is
no. All right,
man,
now
I want to put our channel. I want to put our channel here. Well, at least my channel will be like, y'all want real science? Come to my channel.
Hey, that's how you're supposed to get your fault. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
no, but you said we shouldn't put it in the chat though.
Be cocky.
No, I don't want to. I didn't want to give away that. Okay, we're the ones who. This is a orchestrated. If they find out that these FE Blitz are orchestrated, then it's gonna take the fun out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can go in there and promote yourself. Go in there. You can go in there individually and get the whooping ass. Go in there and be like, here's my link, Science Academy. Boom, boom, boom.
Just like if y'all want real science, come here. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm just.
What was that? Growing is amazing. I'm doing that. I'm putting all the botany online. It's gonna be under.
Damn, Jamaican! I got headphones on.
Huh?
I got headphones on. That about busted my eardrums.
I got headphones on too. That sounds so gross, Jamaican.
No, I did was clear my throat.
Have some decency, brother. Huh?
No, I'm just saying it's like amplified with this.
When you be burping and spitting, we got headphones on. It sounds gross.
Hey, did you click that in the back chat to see if it opened?
I'm trying again. It's all good, Jamaica. I don't want to sound like I'm sensitive and shit. You know what I mean?
No, he's good. I was just playing.
Not found again. I'm clicking the wrong one. I need to smoke, man. I ain't got all that.
All right, now look.
I got what you call it, Bo. Get it. Go for Berners Blue Cookies, man. That's my signature. That's my signature strain right there. Meaning that I will always have that for the rest of my life. I will be known for Berners Blue Cookies. I have a signature strain, and I would strongly recommend. If you ever decide to get some, let me know.
I already did the what we was going through that one night, and I was telling you all the names. I already put that order in.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh man, watch, dude. It's like it's so thick, and then the oh man, everything is that strain is so strong.
I got 14 different ones.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, my brother did. I ordered it. Hey, listen, I put in there, Google that inverted light bulb, and then scroll down. You'll see where it says NC State University inverted light bulb. I just Googled inverted light bulb, and then
okay, let me see. Inverted.
It's like the second one down. It says NC State University. With proper alignment, the bulb will appear in the empty socket on the top of the box. Turn the dimmer for side to side seal. Maybe that.
No, mine didn't come up like that. Oh no, mine's. I guess let me do it like this. How about this? I got it. I got you.
I'm just trying to get a visual on it.
Okay, that's why I'm about to do it like this. You know me. Give me a second, brother. Here we go. Watch this. Look. Where we at? I got you right now. Okay, check it out.
Yeah.
Someone asked Alex Jones, how come Oxy powder is never on sale? Wow.
Okay, we're gonna be looking at it from above, right, Bo? You with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my space, right? And we're looking from above.
Yeah.
No, okay.
So that's the roof.
Yeah, this would be the roof. Right. And this section right here, obviously, like I was explaining earlier, the looms is gonna come through here too. Right here, and then obviously from above. So this is the roof, and where this jacket is right here, that's because like I said, the sun goes like this over here. It goes like this.
Hey, slide your whiteboard over some.
Oh shit.
There you go. Oh, I see
Boom.
What you're doing.
Okay, and so and so since it's a greenhouse, I don't need to greenhouse the walls of the greenhouse don't need to be the plastic or whatever you decide to say. I want to my greenhouse with this shade cloth, or you get me?
Yeah.
Okay, so your walls of your greenhouse doesn't necessarily have to be what you're going to tarp your greenhouse with. You get it?
Okay.
And so since that's the case, you've already uncharted how the sun works. It's going to come like this, and it's going to go a bowl around my house like that, and it's going to disappear this way. So that's why this section right here, right, it needs to be glass. So the looms are coming
straight. Oh yeah.
Here and above. Yeah. Okay. So the roof is made of what this is made of. You got me? Okay. Yeah. Now the walls on the inside, that's what makes it the inverted bulb. So when you walk in it, right, it's like It's like saying you walking inside of a magnifying glass.
Yeah, I know what you're doing now.
You get it? You get it?
That's good shit there.
Yeah, and then all I gotta do from there on is started to control the, you know what I mean, the humidity and all that. And how hot it might get. You might walk in there and it might singe the skin off your back. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. But everything's gonna be done before the first. All the supplies and all that. Boom! I went 7.5, 8 feet in the fence. So
is the humidity out there a huge problem? Like you guys have low
I'm giving you super skills. I'm giving you some super tips. I was gonna save these ones for the show. The way you beat it, well, it depends, because if you go the way you beat humidity, is to put how it depends, because this is how I beat it. How I beat humidity is I place my pots over the inverted bulb that I'm making. The floor of it is cement. When you put a plant on cement, right, the cement will intensify the looms way more hotter than if you had the plant on grass. Okay, so you have to determine how you get where I'm coming from, Bo?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all you had to say right there. I already know. Yeah, that's what it is right there.
Yeah, you want it to, man, and the humidity thing is like, go ahead.
Well, now let me ask you this, like how we were talking about doing it with the skylights, right? Using skylights. How would you do the lighting there? Same way? Just figure out.
No, I wouldn't. I would, until I can say for a fact that using skylights, and see, I strongly believe in the electric sun, right? And so I attempt to use both. You know what I mean, to prove the point. And there's been times, actually, it hasn't failed yet. I've used both. They say that it causes the plant to get confused, and you can tell the way the leaves grow. The leaves will begin to lose. You'll go down to a single blade or to 2 blades. If your tree start giving off a single blade or 2 blades, it's because it's confused. The math in the lighting is wrong. I'm telling you, plants absorb a mathematical equation from light.
Yeah. Okay? So what I guess what I'm saying is we was using the skylights just so we was using natural lighting.
Okay. When you say skylight, you mean what? The sun or?
No, a skylight like you would see in like a building where it's just like a glass dome. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, think of it like a window, but it's clear and they're kind of like domed, and they go on roofs of houses to let natural sunlight in.
That'd be great. That's great.
You see what I'm saying? Like I see where you was thinking I was meaning something other than that. It's basically like putting a glass top on it, but they're skylights, and they're made to go on the roof, and you can get them in however sizes you want.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, you just got to be careful, because that's the sun and you know, like a magnifying glass, it's going to intensify. It's going
to exactly. That's where we're at with it right now. And you got to think, like, where we're at, like the electricity thing's a huge factor. So we're trying to
exactly. That's the reason why I was trying to wait and see if you picked it up yet. That's why I go through the environments the way I do. It's because I utilize more natural sunlight than any, and it prevents from me having to turn my garage into a mainframe. You know what I'm saying?
And if you got to intensify the sunlight, do it with materials instead of with other lighting.
Yeah. Yo, Dojo.
Mm-hmm. Sir.
He said, Did that was a high response right there. No. Did you post any links in the Blitz?
No, I was just in there talking crap, putting mean faces, and asking simple questions that everybody wasn't going to answer. They was going to just slander me. It's crazy how when I like to antagonize people with flat Earth, right? I do it in a funny way, but then it only shows that globe earthers, or the people who criticize flat earthers, they want to do it in a, you know, nigger or something. They want to just do something stupid, you know, stupid, when instead of just looking at what I'm saying, I just say, I'm asking simple things. The dude they're talking about Kepler, the star system, and the clusters of Kepler. They're talking about how planetaries, how stars, and how human life can be found on different planets. And they're talking all of that crap by using data. They're looking at numbers and zeros and ones and right, and they determine, oh yes, the stars and the moon, and it's habitable. Yeah, right. I know how to catch the common cold here on Earth. You know what I mean? So I mean, this is funny how people can just sit there and let them talk all that crap, and they can't prove not even the first thing.
Don't even realize they're just feeding their head up with a bunch of Disney names.
The human body cannot leave low Earth orbit. The human body cannot leave Leo, L-E-O. The human body cannot leave L-E-O, Leo. Low Earth orbit is as high as the human body can go.
Leo?
I just said it. Low Earth orbit.
I said, and who was Leo? It's a question.
Leo is this. No, Leo is an abbreviation for low Earth orbit.
Yeah, he just.
But I'm asking you, who was Leo?
Leo isn't anyone. Who is Leo?
He's not a person. It's
an abbreviation.
Title. Yeah.
All right. What was Leo?
Oh shit.
He represent low Earth. What he just said.
What, the lion? Did you talk about the zodiac?
Yeah.
And the lion protects his pride, right? So the reason we can't go by is Leo, because Leo will not let us. We're protected.
Oh shit.
That's deep.
Jamaican pulling the Sanchez on me. See, I don't got no occultic skills, homie. That's why I was lost. You gotta excuse me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? See, we was coming at it the other way.
It took me a while to say that. I was like, it took me a while to say that.
I'm not an occultic student at all.
I'm starting to believe that NASA knows this, right?
I
mean, I know they know this, so it's time to, like, you know what I'm saying? Well, we just call Leo low Earth orbit.
Right.
Next time Leo up in the sky, we should get coordinates to see if there's a dome there. Next time Leo is up in the sky.
Interesting, Jamaican. Very interesting. Really though, because that's how you talk with. That's how you use words. That's why. Yeah, very interesting. That's why gang talk. That's why certain words are we going DP boom boom boom. We know what that means. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that is what they're doing with the word. With the, I don't know. See, I've never even had a chance to really dig. I have no occultic background. Can't you tell? You know what I mean? I have really no occultic background, but yeah, you did that.
Hey, look what I just put on there, Jamaican. Are you still on that Alex's Facebook?
No, I stopped sharing my screen. I closed it down.
I put research Flat Earth. Check out Bro Sanchez Dojo Time Science Academy on YouTube. Flat motherfucking.
Oh man, I did crazy.
Especially Sanchez channel. I always point people to Sanchez's channel because that's where they're gonna find me at.
I put hashtag Dojo Time.
That's where.
They're gonna be reading that like, what the hell is he talking about? Flat.
That's how I'm doing in 2018. I'm making these fly ass business cards, and I'm gonna put a pin on me.
I wasn't gonna tell you this until I was done, but I'll go ahead and tell you the last 2 nights. I've started designing these T-shirts, man, that have all those names on it and stuff, and I'm gonna get them done. I'll let you know when they're done.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. People need to know what I'm truly about.
I'm truly
representing. I'm representing, man. I'm representing.
I ain't going to charge for them. I'll maybe get like 20 of them made and just send them out to people that I mess with. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to make money on them. I'm just doing them.
That reminds me, man. I feel that the topic of the discussion that Ryan and you had brought yet to last live stream should be brought to the forefront again, because I already know that. One thing I can say is that I don't know if there's already a silent group of flat earthers that are already making certain moves in regards of what we was discussing, and I don't know if we should do it right. And I wouldn't know if we should do that as well. But me, I'm a wide open person, and that ideology of suing NASA, right? But as a group with a group effort, right? I think that's, to me, it just rings bells, because even the effort itself is going to be acknowledged. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was one of the questions that I was going to ask. Like, you know, if anyone has seen anybody pursuing that, and the other thing is think about it. When you approach it like that about the money, the tax money and stuff, if you try to do it any other way about it, them not telling us it's flat and stuff, a lot of people ain't going to mess with that. But when you start talking about their money, that's when people's going to come, and then they'll see the rest of it.
People from all corners, even everyone, because when they see how when we start breaking it down, like, because even the people who do, you know what I mean, even the people who do organized crime, because no matter what, all our money is taxed. Even people who don't got jobs, okay? Even people who hustle, who don't have jobs, as long as you're spending your money, that money you're spending is being taxed. That's why the prices are the way they are. When they find that out and know that, oh, okay, all I got to do is just jump on this bandwagon with these people to sue NASA, and I can fix that.
Yeah, and in the meantime, then they'll see, like, then they'll be wanting to learn more about, like, why it came about, And then it's like, well, hey,
and why did it happen in the first place?
And they've done lied to us about this tax money with NASA and stuff. So it only makes sense because they hear most of this globe stuff and all this comes from NASA. So it's like now they're already exposed to the deceiver. So it makes them question, like, maybe it is flat. You see what I'm saying? Like,
to be a lawyer, whether if it's international lawyer or a prosecutor or whatnot, you have the ESQ initials behind your name because you passed the bar. See, the bar exam. See, when we begin to start speaking about the court of law, how we're doing about this, right? Now we're getting into Latin. We're getting into Latin. Yeah. We're getting away from Greek and we're getting into the Latin. And see, the bar exam, once they pass that bar exam, the way you pass the bar exam, you have to take your LSAT. And when you take the LSAT, right, you have what they call the moral characteristics determination. That's when they send people out to investigate you for and see who knows you for the last 20 years. They go off of your reputation. They give you a moral characteristics determination court thing. And then you become a lawyer. See, through the whole process, what's occurring is to make sure that you can earn the ESQ, which says Esquire. Esquire is escudo in Latin, meaning shield. So every lawyer shields the bank. You need to mute your mic, Jamaican.
My fault.
You see, I just dropped a whole bunch of heavy info right there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's real simple. When you look at a lawyer has passed a certain level of clearance when it comes to the system, the government. Okay, so they're not going to allow lawyers to cross certain boundaries. You think a lawyer's going to take a flat Earth case?
When he's got to deal with those guys, he's got to deal with that same courtroom on a day-to-day basis.
You won't even allow it to. See, this is how it works. The paperwork. It's the paperwork. Oh, let me cut off.
It'll get lost in the shuffle as soon as it gets.
It's not even that. When you receive an envelope. When you receive, I'm looking for some mail that I can show you. When you receive mail in your mailbox, okay? When you receive mail in your mailbox, your first 99.9% of the time, when they're bills, especially, your first and last name is capitalized.
Yeah.
By your first and last name being capitalized, it has made you an entity in the court, okay? So when they send you paperwork like subpoena or whatever from the court and they fill everything out, right? Everything's capped like that, like da-da-da-da versus da-da-da-da. It's all capped because the paperwork is the court. The paperwork must precede you and must go forth before you. Your paperwork can't be behind you when you go into court because now you're in court just giving verbal oral excuses and the judge don't hear that because you have to speak legalese.
Yeah.
Your paperwork is the legalese. So your paperwork is before you. So when you get to court, then you can talk because you're going to talk about what's on the paperwork. Now that you know that, when the paper comes in the mail or from the judge, you see everything in cap. That makes you the entity, meaning that the paper is the court. When you go inside the court room, that's the court room. The paperwork is the court. The documentation is the court. Now that we know that, right? We know that every lawyer must be able to pass the bar, the LSAT, and claim the escudo, Esquire, SEQ, meaning in Latin, shield. So who is he shielding? He is shielding the bank. What is the name of the bench in Latin? Bank.
Bank.
In Latin is bank. So he's going to protect the bench, the bank. They're not going to protect us. They're not even going to let it get in the courtroom. If we wiggle our way into the courtroom, we will get the chance to strike the chin of the dragon. I yield the flow.
Yeah. So basically, like, if your name ain't in all caps, the courtroom won't even identify you.
Exactly, because it's not looking at you as no matter what your SSI number and your birth certificate makes you. You are born an entity. We are born into this system, what we call the matrix. You know what I'm saying? They already control our minds right when you are hatched. They got you. They got you. That's why they stick you with the number. If you notice that, go look at your children's SSI number and then look at yours and then ask your mom or your dad to look at theirs. Look how the first three numbers shift. So that we're all numbered. We're all numbered according to generations. Okay. And so when we get into the court of law, some of these things need to be understood. We can't go in there all loud and screaming. I can't go in there blowing snot bubbles and getting mad. I know I can't do that. That's why I'm not a nominee to be talking when it comes to that. But I am good for research.
No,
I am good
our
for
Social Security number. You know, it's our barcode. That's like our property. They're saying that we're their property.
To the main central bank, you are. That's why you live in a country that's called a capital construct. America is considered a capitalist construct. We do everything on capitalism. When you start a business, you have a president, vice president, and secretary. We do the same thing like the country. We have a president, vice president, chief of staff. Anything that the country has, as in capitalism, so does every business that opens up an LIC. You see what I'm saying? And so when we talk Latin and begin to talk politics or socialism and all that, that's totally getting away from the Greek, which is the medical. And trust, I'm skilled in both. You know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about occultic science and all that, but I got the Latin and Greek shit down pat. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly how. That's why I knew Trump was going to win way before he did, because Trump is the best fit president for this whack ass country. Let me explain why. All of our presidents and even Trump at this point, but all of our presidents has been molded and crafted to be who they are, right? If we know that we live in a country that's about capitalism, meaning that we need entrepreneurship or money and finances to do buy, sales, and trade, wouldn't you think all of our presidents should have been entrepreneurs, guru entrepreneurs? Because then we wouldn't have had a welfare system. We wouldn't have been poor because our president would have known finances. Our president would have known entrepreneurship, similar to Trump.
But
Trump knows how to be.
A motherfucker that don't even have no type of degree in law or anything.
There you go. Now you're wrong. I'm not going to get mad at you. Listen. See, you took the wrong angle. Listen, let me finish. Of course, Trump does not have any degree from a college, or he's not accredited. But listen to who's saying that. You're a flat earther. You denounce school yourself. See, it's okay. Now listen, Trump does not have an education that shows you that he's a politician. But this country is a capitalist country, and Trump is a guru entrepreneur. He does have the accreditation to show that he can flip money. He can make money. That means that he can create jobs. Don't make it seem like I'm defending Trump. No, I'm trying to show you how the matrix works. The system has given us presidents that didn't belong. The system decided to say, we're going to let Trump win because his profile fits the description of a capitalist construct, but it doesn't fit the description of a qualified politician. Do you get it?
So
he doesn't have this.
So for making laws, let's just get people to spend more money to try to make more money, basically.
I don't know what Trump's mission is. I really don't care, because I'm on a lower class totem pole. Don't matter. I just know one thing, that I know the system. I know the system better than I know the matrix. I know the system, and they have been handpicking our presidents from the beginning. You know, Trump's profile is the only accredited profile that would fit this country of America. I didn't say Trump. I said his profile. The way that, I don't care how he made his money, but we know that Trump is a mogul when it comes to finances. Trump knows finances. All right. So when I say Trump, don't think Trump, think finances. Okay. This country is parvished. All right. Because all of our presidents made it seem like they have the country's best will at hand. Right. Of course it seemed that way. So the last president, we made, those of us who see it the way I see it, think like, wow, well, maybe Trump, maybe he can use that entrepreneur skill to get us out of poverty, to bring jobs to America. Some of us saw it that way. Trump's entrepreneurship saving America, bringing jobs and healing America. We didn't see Trump or his attitude or his political approach. Nah, his political approach sucks. But the dude knows how to hustle. He knows how to flip money. Now, do I want to rely on Trump doing the righteous thing with his money? Nope, I'll never rely on another man again from here on out, other than my own self-esteem. But what I'm saying is, when you look at America, Trump's profile appears to be the correct one, because all of our presidents should have had some type of finances skill. They should have been trained up in real estate. They're not trained in nothing but politics. And we already know that the tax money is what pays the Democrat, the politician's salary. The Democrats' salary comes from tax money and tax money only. I yield the floor. It's real easy to think about it. They're doing everybody in the rear end with baby powder. They're shafting everybody. It's all a big lie. The only thing that we can destroy is the system. Leave the matrix to be destroyed and fixed by God or the creator or all love. We try to destroy the matrix. That means we have to destroy people.
I realized yesterday or the day before that they doing whatever it takes to control both narratives. Like control the information that we know ourselves, and then still have control the other narrative where most people will ignore or dismiss it.
They can't control both narratives because they cannot control your why. They can only dumb you down so you don't ask the question why, but they cannot control your why. Your why is the only thing you have power of.
Hold on, let me grab a cigarette real quick. I mean, you can keep talking.
The way I see it is, the reason I say it's the why is because when people stop asking questions, that's when they know that the indoctrination is working. People are indoctrinated not to ask questions. When you begin to get mad, when you begin to use your why and they're not giving you these answers that you know that are very easy, you get aggravated. You get mad. You've been duped. You've been had. You've been lied. You know what I'm saying? You've been got. And trust when I say, man, you have to have a level of understanding before we say, you know, oh, this is that. We have to stay open-minded, and we have to understand that we have to use that why. You know, why is Trump president when we know he has no politician education, even though we're against education, but he has no politician education, but he does have a whole bunch of finances, organized crime schemes. He knows that, you know what I'm saying? He knows how to flip money. You know, that's how I see it. Did I vote for Trump? Nope, I can't vote. I'm a criminal. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't vote for anyone anyway, you know, if I wasn't. It's not fair. Why vote in a system that isn't fair? I'm looking at your thing, man. What time have I been on here, man? It's been one of them days.
Hey, so let me ask you this: the word government, since it's not caps, like that's just like a fictitious name as well, or isn't it?
God, you got it. You got it. You got everything.
Like the corporation can't even really operate without like attaching itself to someone, like a living person, like
a living entity. Yeah. And I think that's where the occultism come in. I think perhaps they know that attaching that to that living entity, to that energy, it brings, I don't know, maybe it does something. I don't know. But I know that that's what they do, no matter what. Starting at birth, you're marked. You're marked at birth. You're marked at birth. Your index finger and your pineal gland marks you at birth, just like the Bible says. It's going to be in the palm, and it's going to be in the head. I feel that's the index finger and the pineal gland. Everybody wants to use themselves as that.
I'm starting to think your footprint too. The footprint you leave on the card.
And your birth certificate.
No, you know when you get your baby's footprint when they first come out the womb.
Yeah, they gotta make sure you gotta put a. Go ahead.
I said I have my child. I have my child's for my 6-year-old's footprint.
That birth certificate, all it is a bond.
Yep, it's like the tag in the back of your shirt that says what your description
contract
is. Yep, that's all it is. Who say you got a piece of paper to be born?
Yeah, it's
a bond. A bond is worth
that guarantees them that you're going to pay them a certain amount of money.
Look, a bond is worth a bail. Bill's bond.
If I knew flat Earth, if I had a chance to say, if Morpheus came to me in my dream and said, "Pro freak, flat Earth is here," and said, "Look, take this pill," and you would, and then your death, people would think that I died. I would definitely do that Tupac or that Machiavelli shit. Straight up, you know what I mean? Wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you fake your own death to go move to a different country?
That's what I was saying the other day. Remember when I said
maybe what happened to him?
That's what like over in Antarctica, why we ain't over there? It's like that makes sense to me. Like maybe that's where these people go when they're just tired of dealing with the public when they get so famous and they got so much money.
What, Antarctica?
Or somewhere like. You know, think about it. That's the only place they could really go without the public being able to visit to see that they're really still alive.
And see, it's hard for me to ponder on it because that means that person with that money would have had to know the biggest lie of all their entire life. You know what I mean? Unless they just came to them like MIB and said, "Here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and use this probe on you, and then we're going to send you over there." You know what I'm saying? We're gonna wipe, you know.
Before you get so much of that money, you become in that billionaire boys club.
Do you honestly think that money will reveal secrets?
And money can get you over there.
I heard that.
Because I mean, I don't. That's just one of my beliefs. Because it's like you got to ask yourself, what is it that they're hiding? Are they hiding something, or what is it that's over there? And then where is really all this tax money going to that they like fake us with NASA?
There's no such thing, because if the person is printing the money, then there's really no such thing as money. You know what I mean?
Well, then the gold or whatever they've got, right. They're doing something with.
I think it's all a system to keep us.
It's just contained. Like a smoke mirror, like thinking
that. Yeah. At this point, if we can find some dedicated flat earthers that live the closest to Antarctica, that you know what I mean, or unless we want to go wild crazy with it, the theory that the ideology that Dreads has placed forth on his last couple of live streams is a magnificent one. It is. I mean, how do we know that these rockets or these takeoffs are not doing the rainbow effect because they're trying to catapult people past this barrier? Maybe the barrier can be breached, but once it's breached, it makes everything go haywire until it gets back into, you know what I mean, orbit into somewhere else. So what Dreads was indicating, he says that one of these, because everything that goes up, it just goes up and far out, like a, you know what I mean, like a big rainbow,
like a big arch.
Right. How difficult, or maybe if it's possible, do you think it's possible we can create our own device that does that? You know, we send balloons up. Is there a way we can send a balloon up and then out? You know what I mean? Like a rainbow.
Going straight up, taking it.
Right. You know, taking it, trying to get over.
Like have a full control over the balloon. Bro.
Yeah, listen. Here's how you could do it. You know how the
maybe if it was attached to a drone, we could control the drone. That could probably ship the balloon.
You know how Sanchez did that video about showing you how they can target certain areas by using the Airstream and all that stuff and position it. Like you could probably do it with that.
That'd be awesome. I mean,
that's how they. He was showing how they were like can target certain areas and how they could control these clouds and stuff is because they can position them in certain areas where I guess where's that the jet stream like that we have like
that would be a good idea what you saying, but what I just thought about it. Listen,
is the ice wall has anybody been on top of the ice wall? Is it possible to get up there, or we can just see it?
We just need to launch something over there that'll
land. Yeah, we just need to
get some pictures that I seen of people standing look like it could have been on top of the ice wall, but vast out in mileage. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But those pictures confirmed. Can we confirm those pictures not being CGI of those people up there? You know what I mean? Or those people just being part of the cover too?
I can't confirm nor deny.
All right, so Matt, what's the closest that we can get to that?
So listen to this. We get a drone, right? We get a balloon. We get a drone. We
launch the drone off the balloon once it gets so high.
Yeah, and then go ahead and send the drone, the balloon up. When they get up there, go ahead and have.
But it's got to be live.
Go ahead and have the drone connect. But when they get up there, then you can start using the drone to like move forward or whatever. Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying. Then there's a,
the altitude will be too high for a signal.
Eventually, the balloon is gonna pop. Listen, eventually, when the balloon gets high enough, it's gonna pop or whatever. But when it pops, then you'll be able to got the drone and catch the horizon that you control the drone down to lower level. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, use the drone to drive the balloon to keep it from getting so high to where it does pop. Have one attached.
We still have to get close to. Okay, so because the drone is done with the remote control, and that remote control to that drone can lose signal even from turbulence or from high altitude.
Right now.
Yes, this is expected. This is expected, but as long as you follow the balloon, have somebody to drive to follow the balloon or whatever. Right. When it pop, you will eventually catching signal close enough to control the drone.
Okay, so we need to. Does anyone know anybody who lives the closest to Antarctica? Because I definitely can't do that in California. So I know
I can't be trying that shit in Pittsburgh.
Right. So we saw
Antarctica would probably be a big jump. I'm just saying, like,
do we have any flat Earth?
Like you know what I'm saying? Try to travel 50 miles or something. Which that would be just from here to Nashville.
The balloon
you feel me?
Right. Huh? You keep saying the balloon pops. All right, that balloon only pops when it gets so high. So have drones attached to it to where it can steer it and keep it down to where it doesn't go as high. Or if not that, like I was saying the other day, what would happen if you took 2 or 3 balloons and make just a little bit smaller, but use some real thick, because they got like they call it like by the mill, like how a garbage bag. Some of them are thin, some of them are thick. They have those balloons as well.
You're talking about like a multi-balloon, but just
put them inside each other.
They can still balance the weight or whatever. As a single one.
But, say you got 3 balloons, put 3 inside of one big one. That first one pops, you still have another one that you can at least get a little bit more altitude, because they ain't all going to pop right off the rip, because those balloons on the inside are going to be protected. Because what happens is when it gets so high, the balloon starts to stretch and expand. And that's what makes it pop. Well, it's not going to probably do it as much to the smaller ones until that outer one pops. So you'll have like 2 or 3 different times to where, it might pop, but it's also got 2 more to keep going. You see what I'm saying? Like you blow up a big one, take another one, put it inside there and blow it up, and blow up another one inside of it, and just to give you that extra more altitude that we can never reach with these balloons.
It's tight.
I mean, I don't know how it would work, but I haven't seen nobody try it. And the way this is how I am with everything. I'll try anything once, and it's like you cannot say it won't work unless you try it, man. And the balloons are not that much.
Tethers. What if it, you know what I mean? Because the idea you brought up about with the drone on the balloon, and if you know what I mean, we already know that if we allow the balloon to go up so high, it's going to lose connection to that controller. But as long as that person understands that, and like Jamaican said, follows it, right? When it starts to come back down, it'll tether it, smash it, and go back up. You know what I'm saying? You're tethering up
as the balloon going up. Let's say if I'm in Clarksville, right? I'm in Clarksville. So let's say the balloon did go up. I mean, as the balloon was going up, I could control the drone in the direction towards Nashville, and then just start my drive there.
And another thing is look, you can have multiple controllers on these. They got crystals in them, and they're by megahertz. And as long as that controller has the same crystal with the same megahertz, you'll be able to, like say he's saying he's in Tennessee. You just got to know what that range is. You can have multiple controllers with that same crystal in it that can take over and control it from wherever they're at. So you can be in different areas.
That's how we should attempt it. We should all do it.
And all right, listen, leave it out, and then have so you know what your altitude is. Have something on there that'll send the signal back live feed, so you know what your altitude is, and keep that balloon. You're gonna have to do a test to see where the altitude is, where you start losing that signal. Well, once you have something to relate back your altitude, you can keep it below that and keep your signal. As long as you don't go above that, you should be able to control it at all times.
Right, and then when you lose control, the person with the same. Like you mentioned, the crystal and the same. So what you're trying to say is that we all should get like remote controls from our network.
Yeah, and you can buy them separately. Like I got a drone right now. It's not. I mean, it's a decent one. Like it's like $500-600, and it's got a gimbal on it and all that, where the camera can move like 360 degrees. But you can buy multiple controllers for it.
Right.
And see, that's where a lot of people don't understand. Like, it's not just one controller that's controlling. It's like you can get interference with someone. If you're say you're at a place. I used to fly RC planes when I was young. Everybody there had to check in with a different crystal and their thing, so nobody would interfere with anybody else's plane. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but if you pop in one and want to piss somebody off, and you know what they got, you can control theirs.
So you're trying to tell me that they're actually using crystals the megahertz to control multiple drones?
Crystal, yeah.
Wow. And they say crystallology is a pseudoscience.
I'm telling you right now.
Wow, man.
I was into repairing LCD TVs right when I got out of elevator school, and used on the circuit boards that help produce the picture on the TVs.
That's wow. I'm blown away. I'm just going. Oh man, I'm turned up.
I'm telling you right now. That remote controllers for RCs use crystals, and each one has a different frequency hertz. Most of them are like 2.4,
700.
What's your mark, Jamaican?
You know, the most like popular one is 2.4 megahertz. But you can get different ones. And some of these drones, man, like my drones that I have, even though it's like $500, a lot of people think
that's a good one.
That's what you think that, but it's not. But listen,
can it fly autopilot? Can you put autopilot on it? If your drone autopilots, that's a good drone.
Yeah, I can fly 3 miles away and hit return to home and it'll come back.
So what you're saying is we need a controller at that same megahertz every 3 miles in order to fly that drone from California.
Yeah, whatever we determine the distance is of that controller, find out what's the best, what can we do to upgrade the controller to get the most range out of it. Like, is there repeaters? They call these things repeaters, and it's the same thing used for like a Wi-Fi extender. They have those for these drones and stuff to where you can get long distance. Like I said, I can fly mine 3 miles safely and it'll still return to home.
That's tight. Now, since Jamaican's showing these planes, I wonder if does aviation follow the same suit with the crystals and all that? That's why they have the airports and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they use it through radio frequency. That's how they communicate with the towers and stuff.
And see, no, we're about to get raw. We're not
using Wi-Fi. They're not using satellites. They're using sound frequency.
Yeah, see, that's what we need to get into. We need to use what they use, especially because it's not illegal. It's not. I'm right now. I'm going back to you.
Far range.
Right. You know what I mean? And so basically, they're using frequencies and range to control objects.
Yeah.
That's really what you call
I just seen a beautiful piece of land through the clouds.
That's really, man, none of this stuff.
Right here.
Technology, it's all.
Look at that, y'all. Beautiful. Look how big that piece of land is. Look how much land it is.
That's a real good idea, making a good spot. For real, we don't know what that
but is. Look how small. But look how small it looks through the clouds. But look how much land it is, though. Yeah. It's flat, man. Look, all over. Hey. Look at the clouds. Look how the clouds are directly underneath the planes. It's flat, man. Huh?
Marlena would be a good person to talk to about that because she flies, and she could probably give you give us some knowledge on what would be the best route to go.
You know what? This right here, these clouds and this right here can be backed up with observable science. Hey, y'all ever seen it was a aquarium. I think it was either filled with oxygen or helium, and then they blew some smoke into it, and the smoke took the form of the container through the glass. I mean, but at the same time, it didn't consume the glass. It was just like weightless. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Therefore creating the atmosphere, right? Like. If it was zero gravity, a weightless atmosphere, right? So look, if our atmosphere is spins with the globe and shapes with the globe, then these clouds, you see what I'm saying? Because the atmosphere is basically a gas, right?
Yeah. Yes, the atmosphere is noble gases. You got a point, Jermaine. You got a very good point because you have to be able to. What you should do next, not what you should do next, but. What we can look at next is how do gases.
Fucking science, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just had to throw that out there.
Yeah, Jamaican, you're on to it, man. You're
about to start moderating this
fan. Huh? They finna fucking hate us, bro. Let me. Yeah.
That idea, everything you was just discussing right now was in the form of proving the dome, brother. Because that's why I mentioned to Bo Jackson about the inverted light bulb. If you look up cathode rate, let me go ahead and share my screen. Y'all
go ahead. What was the next thing I was gonna do?
Yeah, we need to talk to Marlena.
Smoking the gas tank.
Is it Marlena a pilot?
She is. We're not gonna forget that.
She is.
That's we on some heavy shit because I definitely want to see if they sight or shoot our drone down. If we attempt to try to get 10 controllers on the same frequency and move one drone every 3 miles across so many states, I want to see what happens if they try to.
Yeah, that's why I said we need to live stream so we get live viewing to see what really happens.
Right. And you also could do live streams and set it up on certain websites that where no one else can view it besides anybody. Hey, you know another thing is, oh, listen to this. That drone that I have, right? You know that has to be registered with the FCC.
The drone has to be registered. You don't just buy it and go home with it.
Listen, you can go home with it, but you get your ass caught flying it, and it's a certain type of drone that'll go so high. It's got to be registered so they know where it's at all the time. And I ain't never registered mine.
Wow.
They passed that law. Like, if you know when that law passed is when they used that as a psyop to pass when that drone flew over into the White House and had something attached to it. They used that as a psyop, saying, see, these things could be dangerous, so we're going to have to pass this law. Yeah, you got to register your name, everything. You got to let them know when you're going up. You got to keep logged on. So you would definitely don't want to be registered because they already know what you're doing.
Okay, so basically we are breaking the law.
I'll take this
one. Me too. I'll go ahead because that's crazy how we can't just. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, that's me neither.
They didn't tell me that at Walmart when I bought it. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
And plus, we'll be changing. Dan, they get us hard. They said we'll get you for interstate. I'm going through past state lines. You guys know through like 5 state lines with that breaking laws.
And I am totally sorry. I forgot that we was live. I just went back to the chat. I know Michael J. Smith asked for the link like 5 hours ago. My bad, chat. I forgot you guys existed. Oh, that's bad of me. Huh? Y'all will never come back to hear me again. I totally forgot.
It's fucking party foul, Dojo.
My screen is shared, and I want people to understand, especially what was back in the youngsters, when we look at cathode ray tubes, the sun and the dome, well, the potential dome, you know what I'm saying, and the sun works like a cathode ray tube. You know what I mean? These are the lights that I'm telling you, the sun is electric. And what Jamaica was saying is how do gases work in a tube? Because the way he was breaking it down with the precipitation and the gases and whatnot. Yeah, now look, all right, this is cathode ray tubes I got up. Watch when I put in noble gases. When we look at cathode ray tubes, we know that exactly how the light is being. But I'm sorry.
Think about this. I mean, because y'all could think about like when they fill neon gas tubes up and they can get different colors in them and stuff by hitting electricity.
That's exactly where I was going with it. You know what I mean? When we know that noble gases and neon gases, when you know that high sodium lights is what is exactly making light. You know what I mean? We can see how the sun operates. You know that the human eye works on an electromagnetic color spectrum. The human eye works only on a color spectrum. So there's only 3 main colors we see, which is the red, green, and blue, right? Right. And so the cathode ray tubes are already assigned for us to visually see this light. Yeah. Right, like the sun is. Okay, so now I'm going to type in noble gases like to make this talk. Right? Watch this. Okay, you see the coloration? Okay, you can see the sunset, the sunrise, the evening. You can see, go outside right now and you will see the coloration of the noble gas. You don't see the coloration of the sunlight. You see the coloration of the noble gas.
Yeah.
You see sunset, sunrise. See this color right here? This is more like a sunset, sunrise. And when you get high sodium is more of an orange, like this. Yeah. You know what I mean? So we're seeing gas in our sky. You know, see what I mean? This is the color of our day. Look at this is.
So what are you saying?
And the sun is a male, cause look, the sun
is some type of object, bro. It's not giving off light. The light's already here.
Yeah.
The sun is some type of object that's causing the gases to. It's like a cathode ray tube. It's causing the gas inside the dome, basically to act like a bowl.
And the sun, is a male. The sun is a male molecule, or a male atom. Excuse me. Because well, you said you seen the abbreviations or the atomic code is He, right? For helium.
Oh. Wait. Okay, you lost me, Jamaican. The atomic code when okay, you lost me, Jamaican. Yeah, you just put monkey wrench in my
Go ahead, my fault. I didn't mean to break your bill. Go ahead.
I gotta go train thought. You said. All right, let me get back to the noble gases. That's what you saw.
Yeah, you saying the light was already here. Start. I guess you go from there.
I'm saying this. Yeah. You see these noble gases right here? All these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see all this right here, noble gas? When you type in noble gas, right? Mm-hmm. All of these noble gases are found in our atmosphere. All right? We are living inside like a light bulb. The noble gases are the colors we see. The Roy G. Biv, we see that because of noble gas. We don't see that because of the sun. In the heliocentric model, they say that the sun is. Should I cut my camera on so y'all know I'm not reading from the book? From the heliocentric model, they say NASA.
I can tell by your theory that you're not, but go ahead.
Okay. They say in the heliocentric model that the sun.
Are you presenting it to everybody? Cause I just seen the option that wasn't selected.
I'm trying to keep on track. I'm sorry. All right, look, watch. I'm trying to do a kind of like Sanchez. All right. All right, look. I type in sun. Okay, this is the sun. This is the CGI sun that they show us. Okay, this big ball burning fire in a what they call it? What was it? What's the environment space again? A vacuum. Okay, so these the big ball of burning fire in a vacuum, and that's wrong. Okay. Yeah. When we look at the picture of the day, we can see the capital ray tube that we're in a bulb. We're in a bulb. The sun is not 93 million miles away, and it's not a ball of burning gas. How I know that is because in the heliocentric model, when they show us this, you see how this is coming off like a fire? That's how I know it's not. The reason Jamaican, can you please put me right? And I'm almost done.
My fault, bro. Go ahead.
To conclude real quick, when they show us in the heliocentric model that the sun is 93 million miles away and that it's burning a big fire gas ball like this because it's made of so much helium and hydrogen being converted, that it gives off fire like this and a vacuum, that's how I know it's fake. It's because that don't happen in a vacuum. Fire needs oxygen to burn. How does that happen? The sun, according to the heliocentric model, the sun only has 2% oxygen. That 2% oxygen would only sustain the conversion from helium to hydrogen. It won't give off a fire. According to the heliocentric model, they say the sun gives off a solar wind. I repeat myself. According to the heliocentric model, they say the sun gives off a solar wind. And when the sun gives off the solar wind, when the sun gets, let me use that waves instead. I don't know how Sanchez stays so organized. Look, when the sun gives off a solar wind, it's a wave. That's why I can explain. When I explain CERN and LHC, I tell you that the wave is before the particle. You're not going to get a particle until you have a wave. Let me go ahead and this is the easiest way to show you guys the example.
Yeah, you found the sine wave.
I'm sorry.
The SINE wave.
Let me show you. Look, this is how I work in the heliocentric. Okay? You see that? I got two bull jackets on one panel. Anyhow, this is how I work in the heliocentric. That's cool. According to the heliocentric model, and the sun being 93 million miles away, and it being in a vacuum, like waves. Okay, this is how it works in the heliocentric, according to the theoretical approach. Okay, everything is a wave. Okay, whether it's a low frequency wave or a high frequency wave, it's a wave. Soon as you use your human perception, which is basically connected to your peripheral, like from the side view. As soon as you try to acknowledge, can you see how I'm looking at this and from my peripheral, I can see this red wave? As soon as I use the peripheral to acknowledge the wave goes like this. It turns into a dot. The wave turns into a particle when you recognize it. That's why humans can't see waves. We can only see particles. This is what CERN is not telling y'all. They're not telling y'all because
it turns back into what it started, didn't it? Don't everything starts with a dot?
No, everything starts with a frequency. Everything starts with a wave.
Bro, okay.
You can't see the wave. Look, we don't, like a mirage. You can barely see a mirage because of the heat. That's why you see a mirage. If it wasn't for the heat, you wouldn't see the mirage. but you know that the waves are there. If I asked you, if the tree fell down in the forest, you wasn't there, did the tree make a sound when it hit the ground? You see what I'm saying? Logically, we know that the tree made a sound when it hit the ground, regardless if we was there or not. It doesn't take science to know that if a tree fell in the forest and I wasn't there, it still made a sound. It wasn't a silent fall. And so what I'm saying is when you recognize a wave, the wave turns into a particle. So the sun gives off a solar wind, right? So when the sun gives off a solar wind, according to the heliocentric model, right when it gets, before it gets to Earth, and it hits our, what they consider our what's that thing that protects Earth from the radiation? It's called
the ozone layer.
Right. When the electromagnetic wave, yes, they are electromagnetic because the sun gives off electrons. Photons. When the solar wave comes, like a wind, comes from the sun, and it enters our ozone layer, it enters the noble gases, and the noble gas comes on like a light bulb. That's that let there be light. But when you try to recognize the solar wave, you're not going to see it because you're in a vacuum. You're not going to see fire in a vacuum. Somebody please try to strike a match in a vacuum, please. Come on,
you need oxygen. You need oxygen, though.
You need it. So let me ask this: how is the sun 93 million miles away with only 2% oxygen but giving light on Earth?
I've asked that question so many times, still haven't gotten the answer. And forgetting that it's also a big ball of fire.
I'm telling you, we're living inside like a tactile ray tube. The dome, because I'm telling you, the color, and somebody in tactile this, we're pondering. When you look at what the human eye can see, according to what insects see and how animals see, that lets you know what type of, if there is a type of dome. The color spectrum should let us know everything that we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because we only can see within the colors of Roy G. Biv. Let me go check my screen. I think the visual stuff online.
Hey, so you're saying like on the Mirage, the only reason why we really see those waves is because of something like you said, either the heat wave or something that's making it where it's visual.
Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much. I mean, it's kind of like self-explanatory. Same with like I mean, that's what a mirage is. I can say a lot of wrong stuff when I'm pondering, but this is what I do in order to get to where I need to get myself.
Who's trying to call me? Hey, hold on. Let me answer this masterpiece.
Ask him if he's ready for my painting.
I type in Roy G. Biv, which is the color spectrum. See, high frequency, low frequency. Roy G. Hold on. Let me just catch up. I mean, I'll say everything and anything, and I could be wrong. Pondering don't mean that I'm gathering information. So that Roy G. Biv, which is high frequency to low frequency. Roy G. Biv is how I taught my kids the electromagnetic spectrum, which is the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv. When you teach third and fourth graders Roy G. Biv, they already know the electromagnetic spectrum, so they can't be lied to as written. Roy G. Biv is the colors that we can only see through the human eye, which only makes up about 10 to 11% of what's really out there. So my question is, so what is really out there? Because we can only see in this color spectrum. We can't see in any other color spectrum. And the machinery that can see in any other color spectrum, none of us really want to overindulge into the sciences. That's why I was speaking about the frequency machines and the CT scans. I'm bringing these machines up because these machines can see in other color spectrums and bring us things that we want. But no, NASA got people believing that they're looking into the universe and different color spectrums with data and saying this is actual facts. Wow. You see what you get what I'm going with all this?
They get the real data, but instead of telling the data,
you used to see that a lot. Now you don't see it as much anymore. You think this chemtrail has a lot to do with
they get the real data, but instead of telling us the facts of the real data,
They turn the rainbow into the gay symbol. Now that people know that it's gay, ain't nobody gonna stutter. Ain't nobody gonna. No one wants to study rainbows because that sounds like Star Wars quality.
Yeah.
But when you look at it though, if they do that to keep people not studying.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, you think possibly the chemtrailing that they do could affect that being visual up in the sky?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I would definitely believe that chemtrails do affect the color spectrum that we see. I mean, Slug the other day, Slug said that Slug was saying the other day that they're chemtrailing her shit so much over there that she can look into the sun now. She can look directly into the sun because of the chemtrail. So yeah, I think whatever they're doing, because I'm gonna be honest, I said this months ago. Until we really find out what's really going on, how do we know that they're not doing something to give us a little bit more time on Earth? How do we know that there's so much stuff that we don't know? You know what I mean? These chemtrails can be against us, but how do we know that they're against us in a harm? See, I don't want people to hear me and thinking like, oh, this one's turning over, convert. No, because what I see is this. All these people who are involved under the same places that they're trailing, they act like they don't got relatives and family members that they love. Yeah, like, it sounds crazy to me. It sounds so far-fetched to be spraying deadly stuff over people and people falling out. Now, I understand when it comes to the immune system, you know what I mean? That they shouldn't be tampering with our air quality because of immunity. I understand that, but we have to develop the argument for chemtrail. If you don't develop the righteous argument, they're not going to see it in court. They're not going to see anything. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're going to be arguing with somebody saying you think that the person that you're saying is doing this is poisoning his child too, you're crazy. Right. So you have to come with that, you know? Yeah, like I believe one of my ways to start this is that.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
I think it has.
I'm gonna go ahead and call him real quick. Just see.
I'm always seeing everybody else. Then we all get y'all a good spiritual feel of it. Get my eyeball, get my eye.
What's good, people?
Eye contact.
Much love.
What's good, people?
I don't know. I don't know, basically. I've been working like a motherfucker, so I've just been out of it. I've been rejecting a lot of calls. So I'm sorry to everybody.
Hey, Masterpiece, I'm streaming right now.
Oh, are you? Okay,
yeah. Yeah, I was streaming with Dojo. Dojo Pro Freak, he's streaming too. We were streaming together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything. What you doing? Are we live?
No. I just got home and I was just trying to call back everybody that was trying to call me today. So.
Oh, okay. Y'all should head over. Y'all should head on over there, man. We talking about aviation and spectrum, aviation science and spectrum science. Y'all should go on and head on over there, huh?
Yeah, and after this.
For real, look, I'll show you. Oops. No, that's not it. That's not it.
I'm about to medicate, you know what I'm saying?
Just got done.
About to medicate, yo. Oh, okay. Chopper beat.
That is, that's legit right there.
See, here go my.
What with the pro?
With the Canadian weed, yo.
Hey, buddy with the fro right there. Damn, what's your name, buddy with the fro? License? You. What's your name?
Excuse me.
James. That's how you got him on this bitch, boy. You burn it down. Yeah, man.
See?
My wife, man. Yeah. Hey, boy, you got it. Hey, you got to be in that trend, man. You got to be put in that trend. We all burn this motherfucker. Got that quick right
Look.
Yeah, gotta keep.
Can y'all see y'all ugly mugs? I'm just fucking with you.
Like, it's the conscious people that blaze or that smoke, you know, whether it's cigarettes or weed. And I got a theory behind that, yo. I feel like we are more concerned with the etheric, with the unseen, and when you smoke, it reveals the air, which is the only unseen element. And like, if you open a door, you can see the whole smoke shift. And And so it's like a beautiful thing to see the air, you know, and the smoke allows you to do that. So that's why people like spiritual and like people like smoke around.
It ain't nothing like sitting by yourself, quiet, nobody around, burning in the head. It ain't nothing like everything you can think so clearly. And just all kind of ideas come to your head. You just create all kind of things just by yourself, just chill and just meditate. You know, that I don't see nothing wrong with nobody with that, man. I don't see no wrong in it. Yeah, you said people try to have you good job and shit. You fucked up, but you can't smoke with these good jobs and all of that. That's all things fuck a lot of people up. They want for that. Yeah, man, everybody be burning right now. That's it.
That's true.
Back in the first, you know, when the first they do legal, they only made it illegal because the people behind the people who were smoking
and we'll be able to like they basically making money off of people going to jail, but they figured that to have people make weed illegal, they'll get more people in jail and shit like that. Also, it pissed off the people like who was coming together. Basically stopped all that. You know, you see us coming together right here on the internet. Basically, people in the '60s will come together, smoke weed, talk about shit like this. And when they found out, like, that that's what they were doing, they said, "Fuck, they're gonna make weed illegal." Do that shit. Yeah.
Master P. Hey, check out my new picture that the clones, that the hackers and trolls don't know about yet. So, if you see that Tennessee Titan logo pop up on them, block them motherfuckers immediately.
Okay.
I got something we can talk about. We can talk about this all this propaganda about this
but actually, I'm about to head back out because we was in the middle of a powerful build of spectrums and and neons, yeah. And you know what I'm saying, how it ties into, because the name of my channel today is Aviation Science. So, but that's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back over there, and while I got all this brainstorming, pondering, or whatever, and not to mention your boy Pro Freak is breaking it down too, so it's kind of interesting.
Alright.
Yeah, y'all want to head on over there? I can put the link in the chat if y'all want to jump on the panel. All right, then. Right now it's just me. Right now it's just me, Dojo Time, and Bro Jackson. You hear me?
Yeah, just send the link. I guess we got down. Everybody will transfer over there. I guess we ain't got to talk about it. It's on y'all.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I can do that though. I'll go on and put the link in there for you. All right. See you soon.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As soon as I try to drive apart the stick and continue to drive, as soon as I, whether I'm on my foot, feet or not, Because I'm going to be asked, do I have identification? They won't take my word for it. It's so crazy that we're so indoctrinated by these laws that we won't even go visit our relatives out of state unless we have proper information to do so. I will freely. You know what I'm saying? And just go. There's barriers and walls in between us. We need to use the technology to use it. How we're using these podcasts, walls between 100%.
Yeah, because as soon as you get stopped, they ask you for that ID. You can tell them all you want. You'll be there for 2 hours on the side of the road until they feel comfortable enough with proper identification.
Shit, here out here in Oakland, California, if you get pulled over in Oakland, California, and you ain't got an ID, you're booked. They don't hope for that. They don't hope that. They're gonna take your ass downtown and they're gonna fingerprint you so they can find out who you really are. That's how they are.
It's so easy to throw out a social security number and a name with somebody that's never been in the system, and they go to find a picture. Nothing on it. You know the person, I guess, that can name everything too.
Yeah. Then you got people who got identical and twins. You can get them also Oakland and Frisco. They don't fingerprint you. Now come on, stick a little right way.
I'm surprised that these fingerprint machines hasn't been implicated in the cars yet. Like in the police cruisers, they can get your ass right on the road.
Wow.
I'm like, color coding function. You see what I'm saying? They're like, that's how you would think that they would, instead of like dragging your ass down there and going through all that. Like, why? You know, they probably do it in some states.
I know I hear them.
Right there. Hey, for meditation I've been doing right there, should have been right there. Market.
The top part I hear, the black attack, they only got to run at nighttime. And when they got to run at nighttime,
Master Peace might be on his way over. That's who called me. That's who tried to call me when I left.
Did you ask about the pain?
Nah, it slipped my mind, but if he get over there, we can. And I see Dred just went live too. Y'all want to blitz him? Huh? Dred? Yeah, I'm still live. Alright. You're welcome.
Yeah, you can go sharp too. Y'all fellas can go sharp.
I want to do something with this balloon thing. I want to figure it out. Like the multiple ones inside each other. I need to research that to see if anyone's tried it or because I'm just saying like that. You have most of these balloons pop and out, and it's like that's come up with something that hospital goes another 20,000 right now. You see what I'm saying? Like that might be. We might have the upper hand of getting up higher by doing that. And then also, you can do that because these balloons are cheap. You see what they call them. And so we could do that, and then we could also do put in the works on the on steering that thing with the track. Those two experiments right there would be worth doing. Like it ain't working for me, or I'm not even interested in sending a regular balloon up. If I want to know what that does, I can look at a million YouTube videos. But when you start changing it, ask yourself, why hasn't anybody else thought of like, what can make this go higher? You know, I can't believe that like no one's ever thought of that. Is it because they don't want to go higher, or what?
Just put powder on it too. I don't know. This is new stuff. This is the Earth, right? Earth.
Hey, and then also we talked before, like send one up on the east and west coast and have reflectors on them. And remember that?
I wrote all that down. That right there, those balloons, that package.
If you can see that balloon, then boom, it's a wrap.
Even though we know there's no curve, I can't believe that.
That's all evidence. You can't deny that. When you're in Cali and we're over here in Virginia Beach and we can see each other's balloons, it's like, come on. You see what I'm saying?
Case closed. That's why you gotta put some reflectors. You can put reflectors and LEDs all around it, all the drones. When you see them up at a distance from each other, and once
and just give it that power level. Yeah, like we can even have, like you said, I use reflectors and stuff so that those those are tools that we have to with. Like, well, that is a balloon. Yeah.
It's time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be curious would be just to see, like, the P900 on the really big thing.
Hey, you mess around and cross engineers and shit.
Yeah, like have it all removed to where some sort of timer where it can trigger where it's doing that. Or you can zoom in on that over great.
Or you get out. You don't know what's out there.
Yeah, like say you set yours up and I set mine up on two different sides, do it at the same time, both days, and then have that camera facing so that you do spot the balloon and you can zoom in on it. To prove that it's that balloon that's wrong. There's no joke on it. Was it? Because that's what zoom in on that lens. You know what it's doing. It's just wrong.
I just want to put something off there. Powder or a mineral, organic. You know, they say that's what that. They say that's what's up there.
Something that would keep it from because I believe what happened.
No, but it corresponds to counteract something. They say that this vacuum has all this stuff in the vacuum. So I'm going to use my chemistry to figure out what counteracts what elements they say is in that vacuum.
Hey, what about this? All right, so this is what I gets up so high they start expanding, right? And they pop. Now, when I was in the selling wheels and tires years ago, like nitrogen was huge because it doesn't expand. It's air pressure. That's why they put it in car tires because it don't expand or change air pressure. So what would nitrogen do? It's like helium or what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever seen people with valve stem caps that are green?
Valves?
Yeah, on their car, on their wheels of their car. Like if you go to a place called Tire Discounter, do you have those out there?
I'm gonna listen to that.
Did he say the most high fixed population control?
Yeah, Brennan's over there bodying Madonna. Like, you know what Madonna's talking is? Madonna always wants to talk for the just go high. It's like how does Madonna have
like in third person?
Yeah, like he knows all the answers for the high.
Yeah, he starts to answer before he can even hear what the question is. Right. He knows what he's like telepathy and stuff. It's like he's got a list of answers written down. He just starts saying, it's like how he can even respond to some of that stuff because he doesn't get people that come. They said passing the dawn in the building.
It was the most high, no doubt. Yeah. Right, but it was for the amount of wickedness that was on the earth. It had to be evaporated. The Creator.
Yeah, great.
No. We got the baby.
That's what is true. Believe that you don't believe the so-called wicked is okay.
Right. He about look, and he sent me the link too to jump on this panel. I got it right here. And as a matter of fact, let me close that down. I forgot I got my video capture on. What I was about to say. But yeah, I would, but I forgot we're was on aviation and stuff. And neon lights. I don't know why he always have no religious debate with this fool, Madonna, Madudu. And he got 100 people watching already. He only been on for about 20 minutes.
Do you know if you're allowed to or not? Yeah, like it's saying error every time I do it. Somebody just sent a super chat. So why are you letting me? It says error, try again. Yeah, I put Madonna, shut your ass up, I'm the most high. I put
Pocket change.
I gotta run to the store. I'm gonna run to the store. He's not gonna be on for a while. Everybody, shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone who's helping me out today. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm over here making flyers, tabs. I'm making
That's what's up.
Video clips in regards of me and anybody else don't want to take the baby shows.
Well, shit, I appreciate you letting me come over to your show or whatever. I'm about to end it myself. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and set my page up.
John Deep couldn't do it yet until we find out there's a negative. Somebody to see what was going on. Because see the thing about it. You know the party. A lot of the stories in the Bible, you have to keep them in there. Now, don't you know, a lot of people like to take the page and try to apply it. It's all about thinking and how you answer questions and how you ask. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people want to say what they want to say about the book. I want to be back over here on Red shit. Hopefully I can jump on the panel. Because like I said, we can discuss this.
I'm about to do that too. Hold on, I'm about to close.
The reason why I think that a date should be chosen, and so people can end up force that date. They can get the dates together. They can probably get the day off. They can, I mean, both pay. It only makes sense to be structured like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have to call right now. I shouldn't have to hit the link, and we just start going off on each other on the panel, because that's why it leads to argument. When you say that we have a date like, January 4th, we're going to have a debate one-on-one, like that, that's considered calling a controlled environment, meaning that none of us can come with attitude and plan for your debate. You can't come with attitude. That's the reason why I want a date and not on spot. Because I can do it on spot. I prefer to have a date, so nobody can say, this is the reason why I got mad. I can't say, well, oh, man, go people, it's just mine, you're going to start killing. No, I can't do that at a controlled environment debate. People don't want to look at it that way. Make them look at it that way. Say if everything you're saying about the Bible is real and is true, it shouldn't be difficult to knock us all down in what you're saying.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get my foot Zags. I'm gonna get my Zags. Hey, any day after the first, I just want to enjoy the symbol.
You know, shout out to you, Dojo Gang. Shout out to Bo Jackson and everybody. Yeah, so it's your boy Science Academy, you know what I'm saying? Don't be the monkey's ass, you know. So but you can always come over to my channel. Shout out to Dojo for streaming with me, let me on his channel, he coming to mine or whatever. And you know, as always, be kind to each other. Let me get my thing right. Okay. Be kind to each other. Stay true to yourself. Stay flat. Keep it flat. Class dismissed.